Lies, yeah. Just to clarify, no, this isn't a diss track. Okay, so where did we last leave off? John went insane and left the internet and still today hasn't made a return to YouTube or Twitter. Not even his Instagram with these cute cat pictures. Please, John Swan, when you return, post more pictures of your pussy. Okay, since my last video was released, people like Tipster and Camy himself had actually watched my video on stream.
I love grapes. What do you guys think about grapes?
Starting with Tipster, the criticism which I can't address them all since the man actually deleted most of his videos again. But I do remember him saying how he corrected me on how John Swan was being hacked. Just to clarify, I know John Swan wasn't actually hacked on Discord. Well, we all know the story was bullshit anyway, but he even referred to it himself as, you know, at some point of him being hacked. So I think for me to actually use that term is fair enough. I hate how I actually have to explain that. But apart from that, Tipster actually liked the video and I'm glad he did. Give me a kiss, big boy. With Camy's reaction on stream, he thinks that I could have not waffled as much, and if he thinks that, fair enough. Personally, I just thought it would be a relaxed documentary, basically being a rise and fall. But I think the video was longer than I wanted it to because of the interview I did with Camy. Take away that 10 minutes, it would have felt more digestible. I also think that if people didn't want to hear a certain part like John's past, they could have just used the timestamps I provided. Unfortunately, you can't see the chapters in the time bar since I have a YouTube strike, but something I would take the chin on is the visuals and how I actually overuse some of them. This is a good one and a fair one. Don't get me wrong, the other stuff is still good, and it just comes down to how they would have made the video themselves, which I'm glad they did, since I can always improve on my shit by listening to others. Cheers, guys. After my video came out, I was one of the first people to talk about Dr. Skiffer on YouTube. I saw some people doing it here and there, but no one really called him out for being a proper cunt about the situation. I see people like MemeFrog on Twitter saying apologise to Cam, and personally I still think Dr. Skipper owes Camy an apology. Like, Skipper, I know you're watching this since you're a big WackyTV fan. Say sorry. You know that thing that you say when you fuck up? Like, I'm so glad when Willie Mac's video came out, he decided to talk about it, since he has more influence and I generally think not enough people were talking about it. Like, guys, I get it. The Skipper has a lot of connections and can seem very intimidating. I feel like some people were just scared to talk about the Dr. Skipper thing because they think they're going to have like a video essay made about them and how their life sucks. But with me, what you see, what you get. You see me on YouTube, I'm a cunt. You see me on Twitter, I'm a cunt. I don't want to say Dr. Skipper is exactly fake on YouTube, but you know what? I feel like some colours were shown from that situation, so the hero he probably portrays in his videos isn't exactly what we all think it is. I just can't believe that Camy had 2 fucking birds after him. Like, Jesus Christ, man, did no one tell you to feed the fucking pigeons? I also just want to address some of the things I wish I did in my previous video since I think it is important. After the call between Camy and John, Camy made a tweet stating that he talked to John and that they had talked things out, and said that he isn't the puppet master we all think he is. Well, Camy deleted that tweet not long after making it and followed us up with this tweet. I deleted the tweet because I've talked to people behind the scenes, and according to eyewitnesses' accounts, I was lied to. It is kind of hard to believe that John Swan would lie to a small creator. I mean, after reading that, I kind of was debating whether his Camy was lying himself. Another thing I want to talk about, I also think it's funny for John to read out all the shit Liz was sending to him, and lies to Camy about never actually reading all of it or not seeing parts of it. Hopefully, after a year or so, Skipper and John will have apologised to Camy. Now, someone I didn't talk about nearly as much as I should have is Liz herself. One of the main reasons this got out there. I say one of the main reasons because we all know what the other reason was. Now, when the drama mostly died down, the swan disappeared and Liz started messaging Camy again to see how he is getting on and how he is after the shit show. You like that little Dr. Skipper reference, you know? Yeah? No? Okay. Hey, I just want to check up on you since, like, I was trying to talk to you again. So, how are you doing? I'm good. And you? I'm doing great. Actually, I'm gonna celebrate my birthday early today. Thanks for asking, by the way. That's cool. I hope you have a good time. Yee. Thanks, smiley face. I'm quite excited because I'm going to the movies today. So, what are you doing? Just chilling. And you? Nothing really at the moment. I'm just relaxing right now. I finished an edit today and had a terrible morning, but I'm fine now. I'm glad your day got better. Yee. Thanks, smiley face. You doing anything today? Not much, just working on video stuff. You? Well, I'm going to the movies. I also have been looking to apply for a few jobs. I tried applying to the movies theatre, but I couldn't make it into the interview, so I reapplied last night. So I'm just hoping I'm able to get another interview. Okay, I hope it goes well. Ah, thanks. I'm hoping I get another interview for it. I've also been getting my grades, which I'm glad about. Personally, Camy mate, you should have blocked her from the start. I'm glad that they are cool and civil, but for the sake of, like, I think it would have been better if you just, like, to avoid her like the plague. But I think it's good that he still did block her eventually, so, you know, I don't think anyone should criticize him for actually responding to these messages. This is just my personal take. Although when she mentions grades, he does sort of decide to block her then. This is because Camy is embarrassed and doesn't want to share the fact that he's actually retarded and failed all of his grades.
We do a little trolling, it's called We Do a Little Trolling.
Jack on Cherry, Camy and Salvo Pancakes came up with the idea that they would troll Emma on Discord. One of the people that played a big part in writing the Google document about Camy. Now, at this point, according to Camy, him and her were actually civil. Camy told me that they wouldn't become friends after this situation, but they parted ways on a civil note. Also, this was apparently Salvo Pancake's idea. Also, Toastify and Pieman were there, but they did nothing wrong, and if anyone gives these two criticism or shit, you are retarded. They literally just sat there AFK the whole time. So Jacko does most of the talking this prank, but they decide to call Emma in a group call and just tell Emma that they have hard evidence that she is talking to minors. Throughout the entire time, Camy is recording this prank. Now, Emma begins to cry when she hears this news because, you know, obviously no one wants to be called a pedophile. The only person that seems to actually sympathize with her is Pieman. Pieman realizes this is a fucked up situation and actually says sorry about 1 billion times and leaves the call and types it in chat that this is a fucked up situation.
I just want to say I had no idea this was happening. I'm so sorry.
I didn't know.
Obviously, watching the call the whole time, I just feel bad for her the whole time, and I don't think it was a funny prank personally.
No, I'm really sorry. Just like doing this bit thing, like inappropriate text messages.
I haven't
Are you
fucking
okay? Are you
done
crying?
that, and you told me, yes, I'm fucking crying, Jaco. This.
I'm sorry. No, I thought it was funny. I thought it was obvious because like we kept on changing the name to like confronting random people.
I wasn't
I don't
focused on that. I was
think
focused on
they
the.
can see the chat history, Jacob.
Yes, I
Like,
can,
oh
but
my
I
God.
thought it had just been. I didn't know what was going on, and
I
you didn't think it would be an issue.
No,
an
'cause
issue to fucking bring me in here and say that you're going.
This isn't me trying to play the moral high ground, because I've definitely done fucked up shit myself, but at the same time, those times haven't been recorded and no one can criticize me on my actions on that. Which is why I find it kind of stupid that Camy decided to record it, for fuck's sake. Camy, you look so retarded! In hindsight, this was a bad play for Camy since he got out of some drama between him and John. Personally, Camy should have known better. He even says on the podcast that I have with him that there will be no more trolling. Camy, stop trolling people on Discord.
No more trolling,
And-
guys. No more trolling.
No more trolling. Trolling days are over.
Go check out the podcast, link in the pinned comment, shameless plug. Okay, so now this is where shit becomes strange. After the call was leaked because Camy sent it to Emma, and Emma sent it to someone else who actually won't be named, but that person had actually sent it to Oggy, where then they proceeded to watch it on stream with Turkey Tom, Bo Blacks, and of course Oggy, because he's the one sharing it. They ripped Camy a new one essentially. Not drastically, they just sort of criticised him on his actions and, you know, just made fun of the whole Discord trolling shit and how most people when they do it are degenerates. Although I don't think anyone on that call is actually a degenerate, I just think they thought it was funny. It makes sense that they go after Camy more than anyone else since it was straight after the drama with John and doesn't look good for him. But I believe Camy knows all this by now, and while he's watching this video is trying his best to not say, alright buddy, go on Camy, say it. Also, people saying this is unforgivable for Camy and, you know, he can't redeem from this. I don't think this is a fair statement and is, you know, kind of true. The guy trolled on Discord, like the big part of the troll wasn't even him. I don't think Jack on Cherry should even have massive shit, and with that I can't be biased since I've actually never even spoken to the guy. Salvo Pancakes, like I said before, is someone that was involved with the troll, and according to the others, was actually his idea to do this in the first place. Just to clarify, this guy wanted to troll when he's 27 years old. I'm not trying to do a Leafy and use his age against him, I just find it funny that he got with a bunch of like 18 and 19 year olds to troll a 20-year-old. You know, he's 27 himself, so you know what, okay. He wanted to troll someone in actually their 20s, but to be fair, if you know Salvo Pancakes, you know everything about him is just a troll. After the call was on Oggy stream, Salvo decided to message Camy in a panic asking how Oggy has it, and basically accusing him of sending it to Oggy, which when you think about it, it makes no sense since it makes Camy look bad just as well as it does him. Salvo doesn't also understand how OBS works since he said Camy edited the call, which isn't true because we can see when Camy literally presses record and the thing says 0 seconds. Maybe Salvo doesn't understand how OBS works, but yeah, Camy didn't edit any clip. I won't share my DMs with Salvo, but I personally asked him myself if he would like to come on the podcast to debate Camy. He tells me that he will deny this request because Camy is being disingenuous. I then ask him how he is and he leaves me on red. I don't even think he knows how, so you can take that how you will. Personally, I have no clue for how this even blew up. The moral of this video is, don't lie or troll. This video is a mess, and mostly because this fucking situation is a mess. Like, I know this is different from my other content and I'm a bit all over the place, but this is something that I generally just wanted to talk about. Anyways, if you guys did like the video and want to support the channel, if you can give me your money by donating with the thanks button down below. Obviously, you don't have to, but I would like to feed my 7 Nicocados I have in the basement. Also, another mention, subscribe to my podcast, follow me on Twitter, you know, and love you a shameless plug. I've been WackyTV, and until next time, okay buddy.